Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be recording the 2025-2026 PWHL season to see who EA thinks is going to win the Walter Cup. So obviously I'm here in season mode. I have taken control of every single team. So if once we get to the final, we can like hop in for the third period. So let's go ahead and we'll see what every team is rocking with. So obviously we're not controlling any team. It's going to be basically up to the AI. So we're going to go head coach best lines and we'll see what they're rocking with. So the Boston Fleet are rocking Jamie Lee Rattray, Melina Mueller, Lauren Gabel, Hannah Brandt, Susanna Tapini, Teresa, I don't want to mispronounce that, Sophie Shirley, Liz Sherpers, Jill Soliner, Laura Cloge, Shay Maloney, Chloe Arad. Defensively, obviously, Macon Keller, one of the best defensemen in the league, paired with Emily Hill. Then you have Rylan McKinnon, Zoe Boyd, Daniela Pesova, and then Hadley Hartmutz. And in net, the Boston Fleet are going to be rocking, obviously, Frankel, one of the best goalies, backed up by Abby Levi. And then for scratch, there's no scratched, so that is Boston. So for the Minnesota Frost, you have Kendall Coyne with Taylor Heisey, Britta Curl, Grace Zumwinkle, Kelly Panic, Claire Buderick, Meg Brown, Dominique Petrie, Katie Knoll, Sandy Young, Clara Heimlorova, Angelina Thompson, Lee Steckline, Cindy Morin, Natalie Butchbinder, May Batherson, Riley Flores, and Emily Williams. And in net, they have Maddie Rooney backed up with Nicole Hensley. And they have one scratch, it's Marlene Boisino. For the Montreal Victoire, which of course is my favorite team, you have Derek Gregg, Marie-Philippe Poulin, the GOAT, Laura Stacy. Then you have Haley Skomora, Lena Lungenblum, Maureen Murphy, Catherine Dubois, Abby Roque, Cheyenne Arcangelo, Alexandria LaBelle, Caitlin will I'm not going to pronounce that, I apologize. Jade Downey Landry. Defensively, you have Katie Tabin with Aaron Ambrose, Amanda Bueller, Jessica DiGirolamo, Maggie Flaherty, and Bree Wright. And in net, obviously, you have Anne-Ray Desbiens, backed up by Sandra Abstrider. Scratched, no scratches for Montreal. For the New York Sirens, you have Sarah Filler. Okay, don't know what. Ellie Harch. Patron Levi. Taylor Gerard. Emmy Fecto. Kayla Vespa. Sarah Green. Christian O'Neill. Tori Gonzalez. Elizabeth Roberts. Lisa Stewart. Steph Collins. Defensively, you have Chincy Rose. Jamie Borbonis. Allison Simpson, Mika Zandihart, Lauren Bernard, and Maya Nyland Pearson. And in goal, you have Kaylee Osborne with Evelyn Turner backing her up, no scratches. For the Ottawa Charge, you have Emily Clark, centered by Gabby Hughes, Manon McMahon, Brianna Jenner, Grachina, not gonna pronounce that, I apologize, Taylor Howes, Anna Maxner, Elizabeth Jagier, Rebecca Leslie, Jessica Adolphson, Samantha Isbell, Jordan Wilson. Defense, you have Jocelyn LaRock, Stephanie Markowski, Brooke Hobson, Rona Savalainen, Madeline Wethington, and Sarah Stace. And in net, you have Gwyneth Phillips. Backed up is Logan Andrews. And no scratches for Ottawa. For the Seattle Torrent, you have Lexi Majud, centered by Hannah Blick, Hillary Knight, one of the best players ever as well, Daniil Sodarchi, Alex Carpenter, Natalie Snodgrass, Julia Gosling, Bessie Eldridge, Michaela Grant-Mentis, can't believe Montreal let her go, Jenny Hall, Mia Parker, and Kayla Murphy. Defensively, you have Anik Tejralava, Kayla Barnes, Megan Carter, Emily Brown, Anna Wilgren, and Maria Giapol. In net, you have Corinne Schroeder, and Carly Jackson. Scratched for Seattle, you have no one. For the Toronto Scepters, you have Daryl Watts, centered Claire Dalton, Emma Woods, Natalie Spooner, Blair Turnbull, Jessie Comfer, Maggie Connors, Emma Malte, Anik Frankilla, Jessica Condas, Claire DeGeorge, Sasha Lee. Defense, you have Savannah Harmon with Renetta Fast, Sally Flanagan, Ella Shelton, Ellie Monroe, and Anna Schkabelin. In goal, you have Reagan Kirk. Backed up is Elaine Shuley. Scratched for Toronto, you have no one. And for Vancouver, you have Denisa Krizov, Hannah Miller, Sarah Nurse, Abby Borgren, Gabby Rosenthal, Teresa Vanisava, Jennifer Gardner, Michaela Kava, Izzy Daniel, Kendra Allen, Jamie Tubin, Brooke McQuiggy, Claire Thompson, Sydney Bard, Sophie Jacks, Emma Greco, Melissa Chanel, and Ashton Bell. And in net for Vancouver, you have Emerance Maschenmeyer. Backed up is Christian Campbell. And no scratches. First thing I just want to say is if I mispronounce any names, I apologize. I'm just so bad with names in general. Even if you tell me how to pronounce it like 30 times, I struggle with pronouncing names. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're just gonna simulate the entire season and we'll take a look at the stats. So obviously it will go all the way to May. So let's see, we're gonna just follow along with the Montreal Victoire. So it doesn't look like Montreal Victoire is going to be a good team in this simulation. Only 2 wins in a row for them. Then 3 losses in a row. 5-7, 1-3. The Olympic break is happening now. Some more losses. A lot of shootout losses. Overtime loss. Oy. The Fleet and Scepters have already qualified for the playoffs. And after 30 games, let's see. So obviously we'll go to the standings. So first things first, the Toronto Scepters win the league with 59 points. They went 16, 8, and 5, and 1. Then it was the Boston Fleet, 14, 8, 6, and 2, followed by the Seattle Torrent, 15, 8, and 2, and 5. And then you have the New York Sirens at 15, 12, 3, and 0. Missing the Walter Cup playoffs will be the Minnesota Frost, Montreal Victoire, Ottawa Charge, and Vancouver Golden Eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the points. We'll make sure we're on forwards. Entire league. Goal scorer was Hillary Knight with 14. Then you had Kendall Coyne with 12, Laura Stacy with 12, Maureen Murphy with 12, Corey Gonzalez, and a lot of others with 10 and 9. Assist leader was Hannah Bleak with 22. Then you had Ellie Harch with 21, Hillary Knight with 18, Sarah Nurse with 18, Sarah Fielder with 18. But the overall point leader was Hillary Knight with 32. Where was Marie-Philippe Poulin, the GOAT? Only 18 points. That's got EA. What the hell? That is messed up. For defense, for most goals, you had Ella Shelton with 9. Assists with Emily Hill in Boston. And then points overall was Renita Fast in Toronto. Kayla Barnes, Jamie Borbanis, and Claire Thompson all had 20. For goalies, the winningest was Erin Frankel, or Frankel, and Reagan were tied. Most shutouts went to Erin Frankel with 3. Save percentage leader for a starter was Frankel with 938. Oh my god, that's insane. And then you had Kirk with the 929 and Evelyn Turner with 8926. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go to the Scepters because they were the best team and we'll follow along their playoff run. So let's see who are. Ooh, Trump can outpick their opponent. I'm just going to close my eyes and we're gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down. Seattle, they're gonna go with Seattle. So, first round matchup, let's see. And the Toronto Scepters, yep, they sweep them. The Sirens and Boston are still waiting the winner. So let's go to the Boston one here. So, can Boston move on? Yes. So, let's see. Game 1 and 2 is a win and a win. Game 3 goes to Toronto. So, let's go ahead and simulate this game because there could be a winner. First period is 3-0 Toronto. Flanagan, Dalton, and Malte. Second period, it's 5-1 Natalie Spooner, Harmon, but Gerard gets 1 for Boston, but it's probably not gonna happen. So it looks like in this year, the 2026 Walter Cup, the EA simulation is predicting the Toronto Scepters to win. Which, if you think anything of when EA usually predicts the Maple Leafs to win, well, you know what? No, this is the uh, women's league. Toronto's definitely a lot better than the men's team. Let's be honest. They wouldn't choke. But as you can see, I didn't get to hop in to watch. But I will include a clip of the celebration right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff stats. So of course, we'll take a look at the playoff tree and how it went. Toronto swept the Seattle Torrent. Boston beat the New York Sirens 3-1, and then the Toronto Scepters beat Boston 3-1 to win the Walter Cup. The league leaders for the playoffs. You had Daryl Watts with 12, and then that was it. Only player above 10 points was Daryl Watts. That's insane. Hell yeah, though. Goal scoring leader was Emma Malte, Dalton, and Gabel with 4. Assist went to Daryl Watts with 10. That's crazy. Goalies, Reagan Kirk went 6-0-1 with a 919, a 2.55 in the playoffs. Hell yeah. So, if you enjoyed this little video that I did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Ciao.